Yes, what's going on, folks? After an enforced absence of a couple of weeks, Consoletronics is back, and back with a bang with two Crude dudes, aka Crude Buster, a side-scrolling beat-em-up from Data East, a popular arcade and home console developer back in the days of 16 bits. And as a kid growing up in that era, they were probably my favourite games company. Now, well, for what little free time I've had over the last few weeks, the company that I work for is supplying the Olympic Village, so as you can imagine we've been pretty busy. I've been playing a bit of K-On, obviously, and also a little bit of Megadrive as much as possible. So I thought for this video, for the next couple that hopefully won't take too long to get up, I'll show off some of my personal favourites. Not necessarily the best games on the system, but some games that I've enjoyed playing over the years and continue to do so to this day. And what better way to start than with a bit of post-apocalyptic 80s cheese with two Crude dudes. Yeah, like I said, this game is somewhat overlooked, seen as a bit of a poor man's Streets of Rage. But anyone who's played it, and trust me, I've played this game a lot. Used to play a lot with my brother. Got this on my very first Megadrive. We played this game probably more so than we did Sonic the Hedgehog or any of the other games we got with it. It's just an entertaining game from start to finish. Doesn't reinvent the wheel in terms of gameplay, but what it does do, it does with aplomb. As you can see, one of the gimmicks of the game is you can pick up just about everything. You can pick up all the enemies, most of the scenery, and you don't have to worry about conserving anything or holding on to any weapons for the more powerful enemies. There's plenty of weapons to go around. You see it, pick it up and fling it. Now, like I said, Data East were a popular games company in their own right back in the early 90s. I'm not overly familiar with the company or how long it's been out of business, but like I said, whenever I saw Data East on the game's cover, I said, yeah, I want that game. Other games you might be familiar with would be the likes of, didn't they do the first Robocop arcade game? I think they did. Other games like, another one I've been playing quite a bit recently as well, actually, it's Atomic Runner. Another game which, you'd never guess it's been over 10 years since I played this game, would you? And speaking of playing this game did get a worldwide release. This is the UK PAL version I'm playing now, but it was released, obviously being a Japanese game. And like I said, at the start known as Crude Buster, but yeah, it was released in the States as well under the title Two Crude Dudes. And I have been looking to get another copy of this game. Like I said, I have had this game a long time, got it with my very first Megadrive, way back in 1992. So as you can imagine, having it so long, you know, it's not in the best of condition. The cover is falling apart and there's lots of marks on the cartridge. But yeah, I've seen it gone for pretty crazy prices. Looking on eBay, there's some pretty silly buy it now prices. Sort of average price you see it going for is around £15–20. But I mean, I love this game, but I couldn't pay that much for it. It's too much to pay for it. You're better off, if you've never played this game before, you're better off checking it out on emulator. God, no matter what I do, I always get hit by that bloody whip or whatever it is. So anyway, here we come to the first boss. I think it's supposed to be a snake that's wrapped around him. The boss itself is pretty easy to deal with, but the snake can be pretty tricky, as you can see. I'll hold you there and let the boss get some hits in. Boss battles in this game aren't particularly difficult as long as you sort of familiarise yourself with the patterns. Oh, gone. Look at that, for a second I thought I was looking in a mirror. And here's what you get at the end of every level. You get the opportunity with your cans of Power Cola to top up your health bar. And while I do that, there's something I need to address. It's come to my attention that there's people out there who seem to think I've got no love for Nintendo. That I seem to have a particular emphasis on the Sega systems. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a dyed-in-the-wool Sega man. That's not to say I don't have love for Nintendo's machines. And to prove it, although my next couple of videos are going to be on focus on Megadrive games, I've got some Nintendo goodness coming your way, so something to look forward to for all you Nintendo fans. So from Famicom to Wii to Super Nintendo to Game Boy, you can expect to see a lot of Nintendo love on Consoletronics coming soon. Oh yeah, these guys are big buggers, isn't they? Yes folks, the enemies come in all shapes and sizes in this game. It doesn't matter how big or ugly they are, you can just pick them up and dash them any place. Now, as much as I love this game, back in the dark ages, in other words pre-internet, when this game was released, I remember seeing the reviews. The biggest Sega magazine here in the UK, Sega Power, they weren't fans of this game. In fact, they slagged it off, called it a Streets of Rage clone in a field of many. It's funny when you think about it, because all the things that people say about the current generation of systems, you know, the fact that there's so few genres of games out these days and how developers are always trying to play it safe with games. I mean, you know, you go back to like so 1992, well certainly 1993, 1994, that's exactly what people were saying back then. They were saying that, you know, all the games being released, they're all Street Fighter 2 clones, they're all mascot themed platform games like Sonic the Hedgehog. So it's funny just how history repeats. Oh damn, these freaking things, I hate these stupid dogs. They're tough to kill as well. The leotarded ones are back for a bit more punishment. There's on each level there's a mid-boss and obviously an ender level boss, which is surprising at the end of the level. Yeah, he's going to make an appearance there any moment now, so I want to get myself in the right position. Just a couple of more, there he is. As with most of these bosses, there is a trick to it. Some of you out there probably guessed it already, and that's he's invincible while he's rolling. So you just wait for him to stop, get down there, rough him up a bit. Did that a couple of times and good to go. This is a similar system to how you beat the end boss. That's him taken care of. There's another one of them power cola machines. You do find a few of them dotted around a few odd levels. You can only get about 2 or 3 cans out of them before they blow up. I think you get bonus points if you can destroy the cola machine at the end of the level. Can't remember off the top of my head. Like I say, it has been a while since I played this. It's funny actually, I've completed this game numerous times. I've been playing a few games that I've never actually completed before, like Kid Chameleon. Boy, is that game a difficult one. I might show that one off in a future video as well. You're wondering what I'm doing while I'm jumping up and down like a lunatic, is that thing going across the top is going to keep coming until you can actually grab it out of the sky. There we go. And then oh yeah, he's coming up here now. Like I said, the bosses aren't particularly difficult. I'm not altogether too fussed if I take a few hits. Originally what I was planning to do was I was going to do a complete playthrough and actually show you this game all the way to the end. Maybe break it up into 2 or 3 videos, but this is the first 2 levels. If anyone wants to see some future levels, you'd like to see how this game ends, there are some really nice later levels, let me know and I'll put up a new video on it. Yeah, as you can see, this boss, fairly straightforward. Just jump out of his way, he'll follow you. Just grab him, chuck him. Boom, done. Hopefully my next couple of videos will be up very soon, so all that's left for me to say is thank you all for watching. This has been 2 Crude Dudes on the Sega Megadrive.